Hi, I'm Mona Chia, co-founder and director of Flash Money, Sydney Digital Group, and on the board for Seedling.vc. Welcome to the Canterbury Bankstown Careers Plus, local jobs for local people. In this digital age, careers in IT will take you to places that you would normally dream of. Today, many people grow up dreaming of a future career in IT. It might be that you would like to pursue a career as a cool video games designer, or working in virtual reality or AI. And for most of you, those dreams can come true. But quite simply, the huge range of jobs in the IT industry means there's a niche for every type of person. So whether you're looking to change your career or are a new entrant to the job market, here are some of the benefits of working in IT. Virtually every business requires some form of IT work. From a building company who require a website to showcase their projects, to a doctor's practice who wish to store documents electronically, there are an unlimited amount of applications that being in the IT industry can expose you to. Want to be a fashion designer? Using applications such as Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign will bring an element of sophistication and professionalism than what preparing designs on paper can do for you. A great example of how being in an IT job can help you get into every industry is digital marketing. Every single business needs marketing. Marketing takes their product or service to the next level. You can create the most amazing website and accompany this with digital marketing, and the reality is that it's a sure way for people to see it. It's exciting, right? And this just reiterates what I started off saying, that in IT, you can work in any and every industry. There are lots of different positions available when you choose IT as the industry that you'll be entering. You can be a solutions architect, a full stack developer, a social media expert, a system engineer, or a web designer, and that's just to name a few. A web designer doesn't just throw some images and text to create a website. A web designer is responsible for designing the layout, visual appearance, usability of a website, and an effective user experience. Color psychology, fonts used, and the emotions derived from images are just some of the thoughts that a web designer should consider when designing a website. The most common website platforms that are used today by web developers are WordPress, Shopify, Magento, and Joomla. A good web designer needs to have both creative graphic skills and technical skills. They need to be able to visualize how a site will look and how it will function. A full stack developer is a person who can develop both client and server software. In addition to mastering HTML and CSS, they also know how to program a browser, like using JavaScript, jQuery, Angular, or Vue, program a server, like using PHP, ASP, Python, or Node, and program a database, like using SQL, SQLite, or MongoDB. The advantage of being a full stack developer are you can master all the techniques involved in the development process, which is highly beneficial. You can make a prototype very rapidly. You can provide help to all the team members. You can reduce the cost of the project. You can reduce the time used for team communication. You can switch between front and back end development based on requirements. You can better understand all aspects of new and upcoming technologies. There is an abundance of uses for a full stack developer, and most businesses will benefit greatly from a full stack developer. Be your own boss. The number of IT giants in the world is growing every day, and companies like Apple, Google, and Amazon have become household names. You know what they all had in common? They were all startups. You can start your own e-commerce store with little design or development knowledge. There are tools for easy to customize templates for marketing, website builders for a simple and quick go-to-market e-commerce store, and more tools for creating and scheduling your social media content. Smaller design and development projects are often completely doable by one person with a laptop, an internet connection, and a few digital tools. You can strike out on your own creating websites for local entrepreneurs, or work on a project-by-project basis, developing apps or software for clients around the world. And the freedom of being your own boss and working on what you're most interested in are just a few of the benefits you'll enjoy as a tech freelancer. It's all about collaboration. Being in the IT industry is all about collaboration. With pair programming and collaborative agile development so widespread, working in tech almost always means working in teams or at least closely with your customers. In this day and age, with the change of the work environment, tools like video conferencing, group chats, and collaboration software are standard. These tools help you keep in touch with people from around the world or next door. You're no longer tied to a desk. Instead, you're sitting on a comfortable beanbag or a cool gamer chair, standing up at your desk or sitting on a spin exercise bike desk. And working a 9-to-5 job is pretty much non-existent. Working from home is so convenient when you're working in an IT job. So what skills and experience do you have, and can they be transferred to the IT industry? Project management involves the coordination of resources to complete a project scope in a set amount of time with a limited amount of funds. Industries from software development to construction and manufacturing rely on project managers to build and deliver final products that are within budget and on time. So if you're a project manager currently working for a construction company, you can transfer your skills and experience and enter the IT industry. Solutions are project-based, and knowing and implementing different project management methodologies are extremely useful for businesses. Professional business analysts can play a critical role in a company's productivity, efficiency, and profitability. Essential skills range from communication and interpersonal skills to problem solving and critical thinking. Besides these core skills, employers will also be looking for more general skills and attributes. These can include personal attributes, such as the ability to adapt to change, the ability to work in a fast-paced environment, and the ability to work with cross-functional teams. Interpersonal and communication skills, such as effective communication, conflict management, and customer service. Computer skills in products such as Microsoft Office, G Suite, and SharePoint. Of course, a business analyst needs analytical tools for the effective designing and implementing of processes to forecasting and gap analysis. With these skills, you can be assured that there are positions available in the IT industry. What are the working conditions like in the IT industry? A regular 9-to-5 job in the IT industry is virtually non-existent. The internet is on 24 hours a day, and so depending on what role you land, you might have to be available at all hours. This is usually done with a few people, rotating times when they are on call for emergencies. This isn't unusual for a developer. Please don't forget your work-life balance and self-care. Don't work to burn yourself out. Take some time out every day to meditate, listen to a podcast, write in a diary if you're feeling overwhelmed, or take a walk. You'll find yourself being more productive when you're happy and healthy. Being in the IT industry is so fast-paced, exciting, and creative. You need to have the skills, or at least be able to master the skills, to stay on top of new technologies. It can get tiring looking at your monitors all day, so make sure you take a few breaks to stretch out your legs and go for a walk. Invest in an ergonomic chair and look up the best seating positions for your health. All jobs require some form of contact with people, but the nature and the frequency of this contact varies from job to job. Work conditions in this category could include working closely with clients, public speaking, or working closely with a business analyst and lead developer. Patience is a big part of success. Things don't happen overnight. It can take months or even years to build a business, and during those times, new technologies are emerging and a new way of doing things. Be patient. Don't take shortcuts. They say it takes at least 3 years for your startup business to get pointed towards a real business, and I'd argue it could take 7 to 10 years to make your startup truly the success you had in mind when you first came up with the concept. Hard work, patience, and the willingness to learn will help you become successful in every industry. So by now, you're probably wondering what sort of pay you receive for an entry-level job in the IT industry. There are so many different types of categories and pay types. There's full-time, there's casual, part-time, you could even be a contractor. But the best place to look for your pay type and how much you should be getting paid is at the Fair Work Ombudsman website. Go to this link above to find out your pay type.